Hey there, folks. So I'm out walking the dog, let him do his thing. Thought I would go on another opinion / rant. This time it's about the three branches of government and the fact that how a lot of people who seem to be very vocal about who has authority over who doesn't seem to really even remotely understand how our government works at all. They don't seem to even understand that we have three co-equal branches of government that do not hold authority, complete and utter authority over the other. Okay? And I'm going to give a brief explanation of why. Because it is really frustrating to see people so incredibly blatantly ignorant, being led around by people who know that they are ignorant of governance. And exploit that in order to try to get them to have an opinion that is completely contrary to the actual nature of how our government was structured. Okay, so the three branches of government obviously is the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch. Okay, executive branch is the president, his cabinet, and the offices and departments that he oversees. The legislative branch is Congress. And Congress is made up of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Both have to be in agreement before anything can pass. Okay? Plain and simple. The Senate and the House of Representatives both can create law, but that law has to pass both houses of Congress. The judicial branch, as of course the judiciary, judges, Supreme Court, and all, okay? And their job is to interpret the law, not make law, interpret the law. Hey folks, back home, thought I would finish up on the three branches of government to hopefully kind of give a brief but simplified example of how to understand how the three branches work in tandem with each other. So the executive branch, if you think of it as basically the head of a museum, okay? The actual head director of a museum, all right? And then they have their department heads, okay, of each department of the museum. And those department heads then have staff, okay? So the department head can hire and fire the museum head can hire and fire the department heads, okay, based on approval of the board. And the department heads can fire and hire the staff in approval with the head of the museum. Okay, so basically like how the executive has their secretaries and department heads that they have to have approved by the Senate. Okay, and then those department heads are then in charge of the staff underneath them. Okay, so that's how that works. Now, in the case of Congress, okay, they are more like the board of directors, okay? They handle the budget of the museum, they handle the rules and implementations of the museums, and they are the ones, again, that approve any hirings of department heads or special departments by the head of the museum, okay? So again, just like the executive, they have to go through Congress for certain approvals and certain things that they want to implement, because Congress handles the budget, and in particular the House, they hold the purse, and then of course the Senate, like I said, is the ones that give them the approval for basically they have to approve the department heads that they want to implement. Okay. Now you go into the judicial side. The easiest thing I can really describe the judicial side of it is like human relations, HR, okay? HR is there to help guide the head of the museum and sometimes the department heads on the legalities and processes in which they deal with staff and the operations of the business to ensure that they're following the rules, okay? And so in this case, like the judicial, they are there to explain and make decisions on whether something is constitutional or not, And again, they're not there to make rules; they're there to explain rules. So that's the kind of the easiest way I can truly explain how the operation of the three branches of government work. So take it or leave it. It's just an opinion, and just like assholes, everyone has an opinion, especially this one. All right, take care.